We've been talking all morning about the Brexit and the lasting impacts that it could have on our world. Earlier, we talked about the financial consequences. Just this morning, EU leaders are going to hold talks to discuss what to do next after Britain's exit. Now we want to talk about the foreign policy repercussions. Joining me now is Nancy Soderberg. She's a foreign policy strategist at UNF. Nancy, there's been a lot of talk about this. Now, I guess the most recent incident that we've seen, in Brussels with the airport and everything there, people were talking about the impact of Brexit and immigration. What's going on here? What do people need to know?
Well, it's a perfect storm of a tough recession. People are feeling like they're not getting ahead. An influx of refugees from the wars in Syria, the destabilization of Iraq, and a conservative British prime minister who was trying to appease his discontent members of the party and agreed in 2013, well, let's have a referendum. No one thought it was going to win. But I think it is a reflection, some of which we see here in the United States, of discontent. Now, I think it's the wrong idea. You can't pull up the drawbridge in Great Britain today. It will cause a recession in that country, which is going to have a backlash here. You already see our stock markets tumbling. They'll recover over time, but it's not going to be good for the economy.
Nancy, how much of this has to do with, okay, you mentioned Syria and Angela Merkel in Germany, who, she is very disappointed by the vote. For the Syria refugees, she said, hey, our borders are open, our doors are open. It doesn't matter how many of you want to come here, just come here. We will, provide you a place to live. That didn't really sit well with too many people.
I would say it was a huge backlash. Well, I think you want to control your borders and you want to control who comes in, as we do here very well. We carefully screen anyone who comes in. They don't just show up and enter. But you also have to remember that immigration is what fuels the economy. I like to point out that this iPhone was built by the son of a Syrian refugee. Steve Jobs' father came from, we would not have had Apple if we had not let Steve Jobs' father come into this country. So it has to be done carefully, but this backlash, what we're going to see in Europe is Europe's going to have a very difficult time. The European Union wants to make this as quick and as painful as possible for the UK so that they don't have a domino effect. They're talking about a Frexit from France. And so they want to cut that cord right now, and they'll make it very difficult. So Britain's in for a very tough time. It's going to also probably trigger another vote in Scotland, where Scotland's going to say, no, we want to be part of the EU. So they'll have a split there. It's very difficult for Northern Ireland. So it's going to be very tough. And I think they'll come to regret this vote.
This may be a little bit premature, but can you speculate on what this means for some of the ethnic communities around Europe? Because there are large Muslim populations within Europe.
And in the UK. There are millions of British citizens who are from Muslim countries, from India, from Arab countries. The street signs and the subway signs have directions in all different languages. So you're going to see, I think, a continued debate in the UK of who can come in and who can't. If they try and shut the borders, their economy is going to tank. I think that you'll see actually a drop in the economy, so less people are going to be coming there because there are less jobs. So it's going to have a contraction.
And Nancy, we're going to have to stop the conversation right there, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be coming back to you a lot.
My pleasure, and it's going to be interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Ashley?